Salamu alaykum. My name is Nasra. My pronouns are they, them. And welcome to my medicine bag, baby. Come on, let's unpack. I am an artist and a spiritualist who is very proud of the offerings I've gathered to support my Black ass life over the years. That's what my medicine bag represents. Opportunity for you to come and take a little gander, you know what I mean, rummage a little bit in what I've collected over the years and what I'll be collecting in real time through spirit, through the cards. I'm a channeler, an energy healer, and just like a cool guy, you know. So thanks for stopping by. Remember, this is a collective reading. Whatever doesn't stick, don't make it fit. All right, spirit friends and family, the Most High, my beloved Persephone, what do we have for the collective today? What do we have for the collective today? What would you have these beauties and cuties? What would you have them know, girl? What would you have them know, spirit? Thank you. Ashe. Okay, 3 cards. Let's go. Ooh, so what first came out is the High Priestess. This is the original Afro Tarot deck, also by Jessie Jumanji, who changed her name because Jumanji was gonna sue her. Disney or whoever made Jumanji. But we have the High Priestess here. Let me just tap in real quick. Yeah. Okay, so right away I'm hearing shout outs to those who have been living their life based off their intuition. I have a soft spot for artists, of course. Soft spot for the witches and the healers and the medicine people of the world. There's definitely a resurgence. You might be getting a lot of headaches right now. There might be some pressure again. We've gone through a lot of like upper chakra clearings. I mentioned that in a video a couple months ago, actually. But right now, we're seeing like, I'm hearing like the fruits of the labor that were made from choices that other people couldn't understand. A spirit, childhood friends, old relationships, exes. There's something about the way that this collective thinks being different. This is a time where motherfuckers might be spinning the block in terms of like, oh, you were actually, I get it. Like, I get what you were saying. People that you might have fallen off with. There's been a lot of energy too of like watching, this kind of feeling of being watched without necessarily consent, but like energetic consent, but they are like remnants of the old ties that confirmation rip, the old ties that you had where people did have access to the way you thought, to the I'm not hearing like to your day to day. Maybe these are people that you worked with, or who wanted to work with you, who have wanted to work with you, but maybe shied away from working with you. Got it? Because of your intuition, or because of like how you did things, in a way that veered, more towards an earth-based timing. I'm hearing like pace, but also like not being able to give everybody all the answers that they would need in a kind of capitalist framework. Well, we need to know that you'll be in this city at this time for this job. We need to know, we need to get like, a revision of the draft or whatever by this time. And it's not to say that you're somebody that can't do that or doesn't value um, organizing your work or your information in those more traditional ways. But there's something about the season where you needed to understand your personal way of doing things so that you could then kind of adapt and meet these expectations like in the middle. So you weren't working against the grain, working against your brain. You might be coming from a season where that cost you dollars. I resonate with that. And I feel like a lot of intuitively based and led people have had to come to that understanding of like, and neurodivergent people as well, come to understanding of like how far can I actually go trying to meet these expectations while also like having a brain and body that functions. That'll always be a message. If the channel if is coming through me, spirit always connects uh, a body, a relationship to the body. Can't have a spirit can't have a spirit here to do its spirit work without a body to carry it. So in my medicine bag, a lot of the medicine has to do with reconnecting to our physical reality in a way that honors our spiritual truth. Ashe? Ashe. So it's the summer, but a lot of us might be thinking about, contracts in the fall, where we're going to be in the winter. There's kind of this like projection energy. Oh, magpie. Projection energy of the next little while. And it's, you're very supported in centering like your intuition as the guide for that. This might mean taking some quiet time, like 5-minute meditation before you, like when you wake up, when you're still in that delta theta, mushy subconscious conscious place. um Offering yourself a like a structural tool to get to that, to ground the spiritual like channel, the third eye channel, to receive like what you're going to be doing for the day, what you're going to be doing, thinking about it in small increments, so that whatever you're projecting for the next couple months, 6 months, is clear, because sometimes it feels more comforting to lean on making decisions the logical, like earth capitalist logical world way, when like the farther out they are, you know so we still want you to dream. But that does take structural practice. So if that's something that you used to do, I'm hearing like can come back. Now is the time for it to come back. um High priestess at the center, 6 of swords to the left from the past, and then 10 of swords in reversed in the future. Let's tap in. Spirit, what is the 6 of swords? I think a lot of leaving. The power of refusal. They're saying congratulations on leaving. It's like, and the leaving is like in all caps. It's like for the last time. It might have been situations that you've been trying to leave, or situations that you might still not have left, but are kind of, you know, in the middle of the end, in the middle of the end, where, yeah, you can see a way out, but it does need you to stop overthinking. Swords, mental energy. 6, in relation to the home and to the foundation of who you are, the nurturing essence of who you are. We actually don't need to think about what those needs are. We just have to know what we don't want, what doesn't feel like home, what doesn't allow us to feel at home in our mental space, especially because what we think, what we repeat, creates the world around us, right? Our personal reality, our personality. Again, like I was saying in the last reading, you deserve to like be genuinely who you are, not who your survival self is. You deserve to have a mental landscape that is calm, that allows you space to organize, like a brain that has space to organize itself, that has energy to organize itself, that has energy to, you know, send the messages to the right parts of your body. Anything keeping you in that 5 of Swords, that's conflict, mental conflict, you already know what you know. The thinking is what's confusing you. Move on. There are better jobs. There are better friendships. There are better relationships. But you actually don't need to think about it anymore. We're moving into this place. You can think with your heart now. 10 of Swords in reverse. Spirit. Some 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Because that work, I'm hearing like working smarter, not harder. There's like a wealth exchange that's happening, energetic wealth throughout the collective, a lot of dharma coming for people, karma coming for people. Yeah, Hermit. Yeah, the work now is taking, yeah, taking this enlightenment. It's like a lamp. It's kind of worn out. There's a lot of power here. You see the kind of energy. It's been worn out around his crown, and then around here, it's leading up to the divine. Looking down, looking in, being, enclosed in these, like, in the caves in your room. A lot of us are coming out of a, dark night of the soul. And that's only possible because the chapter is closed. But you have to let it be closed, right? I'm hearing I trust you again. That's something I like to say to myself and, to the people that around me that deserve it, because I don't feel like we get it enough. And trust is actually at the root. This 5 of Pentacles in reverse, I love seeing her in reverse because it's us understanding our inherent worth, our inherent value. Like, the baby is born, it's cute, it's delicious looking, it literally, you just want to love it immediately, and that never changes. Capitalism says it does. Jokes on it, it never changes. You are always that baby. You are always deserving of being sheltered and cared for and nurtured and fed and talked to when you cried, and held and made laugh. All of that, it stays. Now we use that information to point us home, right? I love these two together. This is a lot of spiritual growth that you did, that you fought for, and that you are fighting for. We're all in different start stages. For the collective I feel like I'm talking to, you really, really, really have been in the dark, and there's an energy of, be proud of the information that you've gotten, no matter if it's information that is technically negative, or like you found, we're not here to judge or shame the toxicity, low key, like in my dry ass hair, the toxicity that we've accumulated, or that has like been put on us, or that we've learned and been programmed to enact. Take things as neutrally as possible right now. There's a lot of emotions flying around, and this is a Pisces stellium coming to you live, saying, I feel like I'm gonna say that like every reading. I realize, but a sense of neutrality around who you found out you were, who you found out other people to be, like right now it's giving big Aquarius energy, like just focus on the facts. And our tuition has a lot of facts, but we have to believe them as facts. So that might be the work right now, is believing that like all of this stuff that happened in the dark, that those are billable hours. And that you should be treating them as such, valuing them as such, because as you come out of the cave, it wasn't for nothing. Your ships are waiting for you. Your ships are waiting for you. Got the Seven of Wands. You fought for them. This Two of Wands in reverse. This old vision of what served you was of your survival self. And so this envisioning, 2 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, whatever, let it be from the place of who's coming out of that cave. And if you're gonna take anything from before, let it be what your inner kid has to say. Because a lot of us will probably have found out that the truths that you're gonna keep with you about yourself for the rest of your life are truths you came with. The shit that's gonna heal your bitter old adult traumatized self is the shit that you were into when you were a kid, in some way, shape, or form. So you can trust that you've actually always had the answers, and now you're even more grown. You have even more power in the world to actualize those things. You have more autonomy. Let's not squander it thinking that it belongs to anybody else. When we had it, even at a time where nobody thought we were a full person. I trust you, and I trust you to trust yourself. Thank you for popping in to my medicine bag. If you need further support, I do personal readings, and the information will be in the description box. Thank you, spirit friends and family, the Most High. Thank you for Stephanie for being with us during this reading. Sacred space is closed. I love you. Drink some water, girl.